Circles Part 2.
Hi, hello everyone. For this session, we will discuss new concept. So, see the theorem. If g square minus c is greater than 0, then the intercept made on the x-axis by the circle is 2 root g square minus c. So, see the proof. Given circle x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equals to 0. So here the intercept made on the x-axis by the circle. So see here. So this is the both x and y axis. Suppose this is the given circle. So you want to find the intercept made on x-axis by the circle. So means we want to find this length. Okay. So clearly this circle passing through the x-axis. So means y is equals to 0. So this is equation 1. So 1 passes through x-axis. So therefore y is equals to 0. So substitute here y is equals to 0. What you get? X square plus 2gx plus c is equals to 0. So clearly these two are the point of intersection of the circle and the x-axis. So means you have two roots. So clearly this is equation 2. Equation 2 have two roots. So say x1 comma x2. So therefore the point, suppose this is point A1 and this is A2. So clearly A1 is what? x1 comma 0 because of A1 lies on x-axis and A2 x2 comma 0. So this is also lies on x-axis. Now you want to find intercept made on x-axis by the circle. Means A1, A2 is what? 2 root of g square minus c. So clearly this equation has two roots. Then sum of the roots x1 plus x2 is what? Minus b by a, that is minus 2g. And product of the roots, that is x1, x2 is equal to c. So what is a1, a2? That is square root of x1 minus x2 whole square. That is x1 minus x2. So for that you want to find x1 minus x2. This is square root of x1 plus x2 whole square minus 4x1 x2. So here x1 minus x2 is what? Distance between a1 and a2. So that's why here take modulus. So what is x1 plus x2? That is minus 2g. So modulus of x1 minus x2 is equals to square root of 4g square minus 4x1 x2, that is 4c. So what is modulus of x1 minus x2? That is distance between a1 and a2. So this is a1 a2 is equals to 2 root of g square minus c. So therefore this is the intercept made on x-axis by the circle. So see the next one. If f square minus c is greater than 0, then the intercept made on the y-axis by the circle is 2 root f square minus c. So see here. Here intercept made on y-axis by the circle. So like this. So this is x-axis and this is y-axis. So this is the given circle. You want to find this length. Okay. So clearly circle passing through the y-axis means 1 passes through y-axis. So therefore x is equals to 0. Substitute here, what you get? Y square plus 2fy plus c is equals to 0. So clearly these 2 points are point of intersection of circle and y-axis. Suppose that is some b1, b2. Okay. Now you want to find b1, b2 is 2 root f square minus c. So clearly, therefore, equation 2 have 2 roots. So say y1 comma y2. Okay. So therefore, b1 is 0 comma y1 and b2 is 0 comma y2. So because of these 2 points lies on y-axis. So this is 0 comma y1 and this is 0 comma y2. Okay. Now you want to find b1, b2 distance. So that is what? Modulus of y1 minus y2. Because of distance is positive 1. For that find sum of the roots. That is y1 plus y2. So clearly minus 2f and product of the roots. So what is that? C. Now you need to find modulus of y1 minus y2 because of that is the distance between b1 and b2. So how to write this one? Square root of y1 plus y2 whole square minus 4y1 y2. Okay. So modulus of y1 minus y2 is equals to square root of y1 plus y2, that is 2 minus 2f. So write as 4f square minus 4c. So what is modulus of y1 minus y2? That is the distance between b1 and b2. So simply this can be written as b1 b2 is what? 2 root of f square minus c. So clearly this is the length of intercept made on y-axis by the circle. So next to see our note. So you know that the intercept made on x-axis by the circle x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equals to 0 is 2 root of g square minus c. So this is the first one. And second one, the intercept made on y-axis by the same circle is 2 root of f square minus c. Okay. So clearly see here. So this is the intercept made on x-axis by the circle. If a1 and a2 are coincides, means the distance between a1 and a2 is 0. So see here, third one, if distance between a1 and a2 is 0, that is if a1 a2 is equals to 0. But what is a1 a2? That is the intercept made on x-axis by the circle. So that is 2 root of g square minus c. So clearly 2 root of g square minus c is equals to 0. So that is g square minus c is equals to 0. G square is equal to c. So in that case, the circle touches the x-axis. So like this. This is A1 and A2 are equal. If the circle touches the x-axis, then g square is equal to c. So that is the condition. So next one. So see our second one. The intercept made on y-axis by the circle is 2 root f square minus c. So in that case, like this. So this is B1, this is B2. If B1 and B2 are coincides, means the distance between B1 B2 is 0. So if B1 B2 is equals to 0. But what is B1 B2? So that is the intercept made on y-axis by this circle. So clear, that is 2 root f square minus c. So 2 root f square minus c is equals to 0. F square minus c is equals to 0. F square is equals to c. So in that case, the circle touches the y-axis. So here B1 is equals to B2. If the circle touches the y-axis, then the condition is f square equals to c. So these are the 4 conditions. So see the next one. The equation of the circle whose diameter ends are x1 comma y1 and x2 comma y2 is x minus x1 into x minus x2 plus y minus y1 into y minus y2 equals to 0. So see here, suppose this is the circle, so whose center is C, and here endpoints of the diameters are given. Suppose this is A and this is B. So A is x1 comma y1 and B is x2 comma y2. So these are the endpoints of the diameter. Now you want to find the equation of the circle. So for that, let P be any point on the circle. Okay. So right here, given endpoints of diameter are A x1 comma y1, B x2 comma y2. So let Px comma y be the any point on the circle. Any point on the circle. Okay. Now clearly you know that angle in a semicircle is right angle. So means the angle between APB is 90 degrees. So you know that angle in a semicircle is right angle. So that is angle APB is 90 degrees. So means AP is perpendicular to PB. So AP is perpendicular to PB. So therefore, if two lines are perpendicular, then product of their slopes is -1. So that is slope of AP into slope of PB is equals to -1. So what is slope of AP? Y minus y1 by x minus x1 into slope of PB. What is that? Y minus y2. So divide by x minus x2 is equals to -1. Now this is y minus y1 into y minus y2 is equal to minus of x minus x1 into x minus x2. So therefore the equation of the circle is what? X minus x1 into x minus x2 plus y minus y1 into y minus y2 is equals to 0. So this is the equation of the circle whose endpoints of the diameters are x1 comma y1 and x2 comma y2. So next concept, equation of circle passing through three non-collinear points. Suppose this is the circle. So this circle passing through the three non-collinear points. So let ax1 comma y1, bx2 comma y2 and cx3 comma y3 are three non-collinear points. Suppose this is the point A and this is the point B and this is the point C, and C is the center of the circle, or simply S is the center of the circle. So in that case you need to find equation of the circle. So how to find? So you know that SA, SB, SC, these three are equal because of these are the radius of the circle. So here, and S x comma y be the center of the circle and R be radius of the circle. So therefore SA is equal to SB is equal to SC. So first take SA is equal to SB and solving these two and solving above equations, you get linear equation. So that is equation 1. And take SB is equal to SC or SC is equal to SA. So here take any two. You get another linear equation, that is equation 2. Now solving these two linear equations, you will get the point x comma y. But what is x comma y? That is the center of the circle. And find SA. And SA is equals to R. That is the radius of the circle. So you know the center and radius. Then substitute center and radius in a standard form of a circle. So what is that? X minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square is equal to r square. So this is the equation of the required circle. So this is the method of solving the equation of the circle passing through the three non-collinear points. So this is first method. Okay. So see the method 2. So let ax1 comma y1, b x2 comma y2 and c x3 comma y3 are given points. So means the circle passing through the 3 points A, B, C. This is the center of the circle. Okay. Now you need to find equation of the circle passing through the 3 non-collinear points. So for that, let required circle be x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equals to 0. So this is equation 1. So clearly this circle passing through the 3 points. So 1 through A comma B and C. So you will get three equations and solving them, then again you will get G comma F and C. So substitute G comma F and C in equation 1. And finally you will get the equation of the circle passing through the three non-collinear points A comma B and C. So this is the method 2. So see the next definition, concyclic points. So concyclic points means if A x1 comma y1, B x2 comma y2 and C x3 comma y3 and D x4 comma y4 are said to be concyclic if A comma B comma C and D lie on same circle. Okay. Suppose this is the circle and this is the center of the circle. Here 4 points said to be concyclic, then the 4 points lies on same circle. So then only that 4 points said to be concyclic. So see the next concept, parametric equations of a circle. So how to find parametric equations of a circle? So for example, let CH comma K be the center and R be the radius of given circle. So consider the coordinate axis, that is both x and y axis. This is the origin. Suppose this is the given circle. So center is given, that is H comma K. Okay. So here the origin is shifted to some point H comma K. Then this is new axis, that is x dash, and this is y dash. Okay. Now for example, P be the any point on the circuit. So clearly CP is denote the radius of the circuit. And draw the perpendicular line from P to new axis. And this point is what? Some N. Okay. Now see here. Draw the perpendicular line from C to y axis, that is some M. And again draw the perpendicular line from C to x axis, that is T. Okay. Now clearly C is what? H comma K, and CM is what? Horizontal distance, that is the x coordinate of center. So therefore CM is equal to H. And CT is the vertical distance. So CT is what? K. That is the y coordinate of the center. Now this point is what? X comma y. And draw the perpendicular line from P to x axis, that is E. And again draw the perpendicular line from P to y axis, that is F. So clearly CN is equals to MN minus CF. But what is MN? MN is equals to PF, that is X, minus CM is H. Now find PN. So what is PN? That is PE minus NE. So P is what? Vertical distance, that is the y coordinate, minus NE. NE is equals to CT. What is CT? Okay. Now from triangle CPN, find sin theta. Suppose this is angle theta. So sin theta is the opposite side. So what is opposite side? So is equals to PN by hypotenuse, that is CP. So sin theta is equals to PN is what? Y minus K. CP is R. So therefore Y is equal to K plus R sin theta. And find cos theta. So cos theta is what? CL divided by CP. But what is CL? That is x minus h by CP. So what is CP? R. This is cos theta. So from this, x is equal to h plus r cos theta. So therefore x is equal to h plus r cos theta, y is equal to k plus r sin theta. So these are the parametric equations of a circuit. And for example, C lies in second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant. So you will get 4 cases. So simply here theta lies in 0 to 2 pi. Okay. So this is the parametric equations of a circuit. So for next session, we will discuss more problems.